All right, hey, welcome to my office. We're gonna go through the first quarter market report of 2023 here on Maui. Let's get into it. So let's start off with the headline. Inventory increases, price per square foot increases. Sellers are still holding market demand for price. And that's important to know, and we'll jump more into that later, even though we are seeing months of inventory increasing. Okay, so let's jump into the numbers. Active residential listings sold, we had 179 in comparison to 283 over year for the first quarter. We'll break down why that was the case, but that's a 36.75% decrease. Median home sales price, this is an important one. It stayed the same. There was zero change. 1.15 million was the median sales price in 2022. Same so far for first quarter of 2023. The average sold price per square foot, though, increased by about 18%. So that is something to recognize and see. And the current inventory is up quite a bit. We're up to 250 homes as an active inventory list as compared to 173 in the first quarter of 2022. Days on market is up to 58 days as comparison to 40 days last year, same quarter. All right, that's a 45% increase. Okay, let's break down what all that means. All right, so the way I look at this is that we had news and data and a shifting economy, a lot of headlines that changed the total market conditions of where we were at from a year ago. If you remember the beginning of 22 and the end of 2021, it was a crazy buyer frenzy. People were pouring into the market. Everyone was buying real estate. Prices were going crazy, increases. People were paying well over listing prices for houses. Left and right, interest rates were still low. And then all of a sudden, screeching halt comes in as the economy starts to shift and fears of inflation go crazy. Interest rates start to rise by the Fed and everything started to change. So the market took a big hit in the late quarters of last year. And all of that fear drives what's going to happen in the future, right? So you see a lot of people stayed on the sidelines at the end of 2022, which shifts the numbers for the beginning of 2023, all right? With real estate, basically what you are doing right now is for something that's going to give you results roughly 90 days from now, 30 to 90 days, okay? And so that's what we look at. And so we see the things that happened at the end of last year. It had an effect at the beginning of this year. All right. Now, moving into the future, what we also saw was that prices did stabilize here in Maui. All right. So we stayed roughly in the same spot. Average median sales price was the same as it was year over year. And as I look at what the market has done, as we see how market conditions have changed, people were still trying to push prices up. And maybe you're seeing some price reductions and things of that nature, but prices have stabilized. All right, so prices have stabilized here, and it seems to be that interest rates are starting to stabilize as well. So Maui's market, in the midst of some of all of these crazy things that were going on, and even what you may have seen in some other cities across the country where home prices started to drop, home prices have not dropped here. We have stabilized our market, which is great for home sellers. It's also very good for home buyers to recognize that as well. So you're not expecting prices to continue to drop like you may have seen in other markets, like a Phoenix, Arizona, for example. Okay, so that's good to know. Now going forward, as we project what's going on, what I have noticed is we have started to see more people coming back into the market. Sellers are putting their properties on the market. You're seeing a rise in that. You're seeing a rise in buyers being interested back in coming to the market. Interest rates seem to have stabilized. They're even going down, and so that's good. You had Janet Yellen say this week that she believes the economy is stabilizing, and so and that we're in a good place. So you have like this good market data coming in, that the inflation numbers are going down. They've been able to control a lot of that. So we're not really sure. I'm not going to try to give you an economic forecast, but what I can do is give you a real estate forecast. And what I see here on Maui is that we're stabilizing, that sellers still are able to command good prices and have a little bit of the upper hand. Buyers are able to be more choosy though. And so what I will say is I have seen, since we are seeing a longer days on market, that was up from 40 days to 58 days. So you're looking at a few extra weeks in there. What you're seeing in that is that the best homes are still selling quickly, and even some with multiple offers. And so multiple offers have come back. It's not as crazy as it was in 2021, 2022, but you are starting to see that again. So I've been saying that if you are a buyer, it is a great time to come in and buy while a lot of buyers are sitting on the sidelines. This is a good time for you to come in and grab a property while you don't have a ton of competition around you, okay? With interest rates starting to come down and stabilize as well, you're going to see more buyers jump into the market. The spring market is picking back up. I do feel like there has been a lot more action over the last 6 weeks than there was the beginning of the year. And so I feel optimistic about the rest of 2023 and how the market is going to continue to fare moving forward. So with that being said, if you want the full data of this report, you can send me an email. I will shoot you a PDF copy of this. I'll have some links below where you can actually sign up for that as well, as far as getting my newsletters automatically as they are prepared. And if this is quality information and you want more of this, please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll make sure that we continue to produce content for you on the Maui real estate market. Thanks so much.